Bring it on. Want some, get some. Can I get a hell yeah? Yes, I am a pirate. You have to go with the pirates because, of course, they have cannons and everything.
It's a pirate's life for me.
Be proud of who you are and what you are. You're pirates.
It is a first down. Pirates.
Because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
I don't think I've ever been in a building as loud as that was. It was deafening in there.
We will get Omaha. I can promise you that.
Painted purple all night long in Eastern North Carolina.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.
Yeah. My heart is purple and gold. I'm a pirate down of my soul. And I don't back down not at all. Find out when the cannons explode.
Here we go.
Is the video not working?
It should be on. I see his moves going on. I just don't hear it.
All right, guys, we're having some audio difficulty, but we're going to play a video here that opened the show, but the video appears not to be working. So let's scratch that idea. We can see him dance.
There you go.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, he's going to do it live right there. There he goes.
You don't need video.
He don't need video. He's going to do it live.
There you go. Landon, if you want to close the video out, and we'll just go ahead to the intro.
Yeah, look, we're getting live stuff right here.
I don't know how you have any energy left. This guy works hard.
Little Miss Doubtfire action there.
Love that. Look at that.
Go, Benny. What shoes are they? Which game is this?
Oh, that's been I guess last year. Probably these are all last year's videos.
All his shoes are custom made for every game.
Oh, cool. Well, John Madden.
For each city. He has different shoes.
I hear you, man. I thought I was right with my Hokas, different pair every day, but you got me on that.
You got more money I got. You got Hokas every day.
No. I buy one, get one free, brother.
He had Queen City shoes for the past 2 days.
Okay.
And
cool.
It says Charlotte Hornet colors. And so what he does,
sweet.
I'm going to speak for you. So what he does is he takes the shoes that he wears after every game and he takes bids. And so the highest bidder gets the shoes and then the money is donated to St. Jude's. So
I hear you, brother.
He's already a good guy.
Now that right there, you got. I mean, that's a whole nother style. Sexy. That's sexy right there.
Guys, the video's completely frozen on mine, and I have no idea what's going on.
He caught you too.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. There we go.
Hello.
Hey.
All right, guys, are we good? The video over?
Yep, video is over. Dave is in the house now.
All right. Welcome,
everybody. This is Miss Sarah Prescott. She is the full credit of making this thing happen with the man, the dancing umpire, Benny Chapman.
Thank y'all for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. This is going to be a lot of fun. I've had people message me like, hey, you're going to be on TSO? Why didn't you tell me? I was like, I didn't know I had to, but hey, I got a lot of friends from that area, and I'm super excited. They're tuning in as well. So it's pretty cool. Apparently, y'all are big deals around that area, guys. So y'all are well known.
Not as big as tennis, but we're on our way. So, Benny, so good to have you on, and my daughter are big big fans of the Bananas, as I am, and they're the reason why I found out about YouTube is why they were so excited about the Bananas. And my daughter, after I got our birthday,
Hey, David, I'm having a hard time hearing you, brother. There's a lot of noise going on somewhere.
Tiebreakers, y'all got to cut it out.
The background.
Guys, if tiebreakers, you're going to have to cut mute.
There's no music.
This is talking. You're going to have to mute yourself. We can't hear.
That's what they're playing. That's
Yeah. All right, we'll be with you, Vinny. There we go. All right, see, there we
yeah, now, that's a lot, but now I can hear your story. I'm sorry, Rich. I didn't want to be like, and have no idea what you said.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say really quick, my daughter, Mackenzie, is a huge Bananas fan, and she actually is the reason why, and my son is too, but she's a real big fan. And so I bought her for her birthday, I bought her a banana jersey, and she slept in it for at least 2 days. So I was just trying to tell a quick story. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties there, but that's how I got introduced a year or 2 years ago with the Bananas.
Yeah, that's so we have some technical difficulties to start the show. I don't know. Did everybody get to see the video? Because I could not watch it on my end. Welcome into the Sports Objective podcast, finally. Dave, I'm going to hand it over to you as host. We never did formal introductions, but this is Dave Richmond. I'm Kyle for LaGrange Barber. That's Landis, and that's Coach Paul Hill with his friend Sarah, along with Vincent, the dancing umpire of the Savannah Bananas. Dave, you do your thing.
All right, Vinny, I tell you what, so excited to have you on. Thank you so much for coming on, because I was watching last night. I have a business called the Snack Shack, shameless plug, but I had that on my 75-inch TV. I got to see Vinny and everybody dancing and having a good time. And I was actually like going, man, maybe I should have gone to Charlotte. 2 sold-out shows, dude. And I'm not throwing shade at the Panthers, but they can't even sell out, Bank of America. And you guys did not 1, but 2 big shows.
Yeah, it was pretty. That's the most we've done in a weekend. So 150,000. That's the most fans we've seen in one weekend. So it's pretty exciting. A lot of energy there. That stadium's really nice. I love the club level seats that go right there. So, I mean, actually, before the game started, I went and hung out with the fans there in the club level, and they had free food. So why not? I just took some of their food.
Why not?
Vincent, tell your story, if you will, how you ended up with the Savannah Bananas. It looked like you were calling, high school ball, little league ball, rec league ball, just calling ball, and you had some personality. You danced, parents, fans, etc., filmed you. It got on social media, and the Savannah Bananas discovered you through Google, just looking up dancing umpires. And just talk about that journey. And did you ever think you having a personality and just shaking you off tail feather, as you put it, would get you a situation like you're in now with the Bananas?
Yeah, I never dreamed I'd be where I'm at. This is a dream job for me. I've always loved to entertain, to dance, and umpire. But, it just shows you never know. Just continue being a good person, to continue striving in life and being the best version you can be. And sometimes you get a lucky break. And, I'm very blessed to be on this platform right now. I've been doing this. I've been dancing since 2008 on the baseball field, but now I'm on a platform where millions can see it and hopefully enjoy the same energy and good vibes that I bring, and they can take that home and talk to their kids about it, you don't have to worry about what people think about you. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you. The only thing that matters is what God thinks about you, and obviously your loved ones. But, we don't have to answer to anyone. God built us all different. Like, some people like music, some people don't. Some people are athletes, some people aren't. And it doesn't matter if you are or you're not. At the end of the day, if you treat people the way you want to be treated, that's all that matters.
Vincent, right. I'm a big boy, a little bigger than you. You're not a small fella. You're a big guy. I've seen you out there, on video doing splits. How in the name of God do you not tear your groins, your quads? How do you do splits, my friend?
I never knew I could. I just did it, and I could do it okay, so I just continue doing it. My thing is, if everything happens for a reason, so if I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does, then it was meant to be. I'm going to give 110% of everything I do. When those lights turn on, adrenaline takes over. And I may be sore in my back today or tomorrow, but it was all worth it because I could put smiles on people's faces.
No,
So
you
I don't
moved.
know. I don't go to the gym. You know, obviously I should. I definitely don't do yoga. The only pose I do know is downward dog because it's a funny name. So I'm not trained. You know, I don't do stretches if you that will. So God bless me with short legs but a big heart. How about that? So splits are easy to do because I don't have far down to go.
Nice.
So, Vinny, I tell you, this gig you got is a good one. Is this your only gig now?
As of 2 months ago, I do this and also work for companies. I do commercials and social media posts. But I quit my IT job about 2 months ago. So this is pretty much full time. The social media content, the commercials don't take near as much as that 8 to 5 job did when I was home.
Wow.
A lot more fun.
About travel. Talk about the travel you guys do, the tour you have, and the big. I mean, football stadiums. You're selling out everywhere, man.
Yeah. So we start February. We'll end in October. We'll do 80 something games. We'll be in front of over 2 million fans this year. 17 MLB stadiums. We just finished our 3rd NFL stadium with the Panthers, and we did Clemson's college football stadium, which was 81,000. So the season's long. We had scheduled 2 weekends off this year, which is incredible. Unfortunately, we had one ran out in St. Louis, so that canceled our weekend off. And we just had our first weekend off this 3 weeks ago. So now it's just giddy up until middle October.
Vincent, you know, you talk about selling out stadiums from NFL stadiums to major league ballparks to college football stadiums, you know, and how many games are still played in actual Savannah at the home ballpark?
I believe there's 23. We at least go to Savannah once a month, sometimes 2 times a month.
Okay.
So a lot of people in Savannah were upset that we were going on the road. We were making this a travel instead of staying in Savannah. A lot of locals were very upset about that. But what they didn't realize is we were playing more games at home now than we were when they was in the CPO league and the Woodbat summer league. But people didn't. They just know that we were expanding and they didn't like it. So about 23 to 30 games we'll play. We're actually having a tournament at the end of October. All 4 teams will play in a tournament to decide the championship of the league this year. So that'll add an extra, 8 games.
Benny, where would that tournament be?
The tournament is October 3rd through the 5th.
Where is it located?
In Savannah. Yeah, the Grayson Stadium, Savannah, Georgia.
So you got the Bananas, you got the Party Animals. Who are the other 2?
We have the Texas Tailgaters and the Firefighters.
Firefighters, yeah.
Okay, and so you 4 teams right now. Is there plans or do you know if is there plans to grow the league?
Yeah.
More teams wanting to get into banana ball?
Yeah, so we have 2 teams joining next year. So we'll have a total of 6 teams that will play for something. So they'll actually probably play each other 10 times, I'm guessing, so we can have a full season. And they will determine, how it operates. Because right now they're really not playing for anything. And those guys are competitive. Those guys want to win. So I hope we talk about that later on in the show. I don't want to jump ahead, but so we'll have 6 teams next year that will actually be a league. Each team will be somewhere in a region. So say, for instance, Texas Tailgaters will be in the region in Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, in that region. Obviously, the Savannah Bananas will be Savannah, that region, and they'll just play each other throughout the year.
So, all right. So you mentioned it being competitive. So are the actual baseball games, the outcomes, kind of like the old wrestling question? So how much of the baseball game is scripted and how much of it is straight up play?
Yep. So all the dances are scripted. All the walk-ups are scripted. In-game play, there's no predetermined winner. There's no, you're going to get a hit by a pitch. You're going to get a home run. You're going to hit a double. We need you to screw up this inning so they can score, so they can win the inning. The game is real. I get yelled at. I get cussed at. And it's gotten a lot better. But if you ever have time, Google Savannah Bananas Tulsa, and you'll see the thumbnail. Fast forward to 2.5 hours, the end of the game, and you'll see why the fan challenge is in place now. I was suspended 2 games. Players were suspended. We were fined. The game is real, and it's not scripted. The way they do scripted is if it happens. If someone gets hit by a pitch, this is what you're going to do. If someone hits a home run, this is what we're going to do. If someone walks off the inning, this is what we're going to do. So it's all scripted if it happens. And every game has 10 to 15 different things they do a game. So you're not going to see that. If you go Friday and Saturday, you're not going to see the same show every night.
That was one of my questions, Vinny, is that very thing of that's really cool to know. So it's not like you do a tour and there's a lot of bands that are very good and they've got the same set list. So you could go to every single show and it's going to be the same show. So it's great to know that you do something different.
Yeah. Some of our core things are going to be the same. We're going to do the banana baby. We're going to do the home run hitter. We're going to do banana in the pants. Those are our core things. That's what brought us and made us kind of who we are today. The banana baby, they've been doing that since day one. I don't know if anybody's been to a game or not, but it's basically they put a baby in a banana costume and they do the Lion King song, the song. And they hold it up. Everybody's doing this. The spirit fingers. So,
hey, Benny, I was at the first game in Savannah when Jesse, my brother-in-law, Jordan, they kind of know each other somehow, and I had the privilege of that. And it was a rain delay.
Oh yeah, and we have a rain delay script.
Yep, and it was nobody left the stands except to go eat food and get drinks and use the bathroom. That's it.
Yep, you're exactly right.
My question is, how do you guys pick your players for the team? What's the regiment? How do they do that? Because these guys are true athletes. I mean, you're an athlete, for God's sakes. If I did what you did, I'd be in the hospital.
There are tryouts. So these guys have to send in videos. They have to tell their story and what they would bring to Banana Ball, because those guys are great athletes, but if they don't have the fans first mentality, that's what we stand by as fans first entertainment. If they're not their people skills are trash, or they think they're bigger than the game or better than, we know how athletes can be. We've all been around them. Some people get a big head. Their S don't stink. Right. If you have that mentality, you're not going to be in Banana Land.
Gotcha.
We think about those kids that are watching that are coming back to the game because of Banana Ball. The little girls that put the glove up, but now they want to play because they see it can be fun. They can enjoy that. That's why we do it. So those guys put in audition tapes, and a gentleman named Barry, him and the coaches go through and say, okay, let's get this guy to the tryout. Let's get this guy to the tryout. Let's get this guy to the tryout. So they have, I believe, a total of 4 or 5 tryouts a year. And
wow.
So we'll have the 6 teams, but we also have a 7th team. It's called the Visitors. That is our developmental team. So those are guys that maybe they're good enough, but we don't have a position for them, or they're good enough but not quite have everything it takes to get on the field with Banana Ball.
And these guys get paid on the Visitors team and the developmental team?
Yes, everybody gets paid. I can't disclose the pay amount.
Right, I understand. Yes.
But I will say this: they're eating better than ramen noodles and Vienna sausages.
Right.
Better than minor league, Vinny.
Yeah.
I got it up in the left corner there, Vinny. Landis. He wants to play for the Bananas. I'm going to put him on the spot, but I know he can still jack it out of there. Paul gives him batting practice. He's still hitting home runs.
Yeah. Hey, Vinny, I pitch to him almost every day doing my baseball, and he comes out there. The guy can mash. Seriously.
Yeah. Landis. Hey, I got one question. Landis, can you do a backflip?
Well, I used to be able to do a backflip. I was actually a gymnast when I was younger. Now, can I still do a backflip? That's most important. Not on purpose. I could give it a go. Vinny, I'll try. I'll start with the trampoline. I'll remember the process.
I believe that backflips are just like riding a bike. Once you learn how to ride a bike, I think it just stays with you.
Right. I'm not going to say I can't do it. Yeah, I can do it.
Well, after we get off here, I'm calling Barry and say, hey, I got somebody who wants to try out in October.
All right.
There you go. Hey, Landis, tomorrow at 3:15, we're rolling, brother.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, start your audition tapes now.
I need to be on backup.
Hey, Landis, no Speedos. We don't want the dad bod bananas. We want
the Speedo. That was my main thing because I was a catcher. Catching in the Speedo might be too much. Like catching in the Speedo.
He'll have a pecan shell and a rubber band.
I got a banana Speedo. No, I'm messing. But I do have a question with that though. Like everything, I watch on social media, all the dances are so well put together. Everything is so choreographed so well. What's the preparation like for the week? Like what's a weekly preparation for the players and you? I mean, because everything's it's a show. It's
spot on. Yeah.
I would love to know like just what the preparation on the week would be for you.
So those guys, they have one optional. They practice nearly every day. They have one day that's optional. You can go work out, go get your stuff in. That's normally on Mondays. Okay. Even on travel days, they go to a field somewhere. They work. They put their work in. So when they're at home, they'll practice every day of the week. They'll start rehearsing about 2 days before the games. Start to learn their walk-ups, start learning the dances they're going to practice. And then every single day we have a game, they have to show up at 10:30 or 11 o'clock in the morning. So they'll have rehearsals for the script of what the dances are, and then they'll do BP and all that stuff afterwards. So there's a guy named Maceo. He's the first base dancing coach. Mm-hmm. Actually on America's Got Talent right now. So he's very talented. But he choreographs a lot of the dances for the players, for the group dances. He choreographs a lot of that stuff. So, and he's an amazing teacher. He taught me how to do a TikTok dance, this weekend. And it was like literally probably 40 steps. And he taught me in 5 minutes, and I'm no choreographed dancer. So everything that I do, I don't practice. I just feel the music and go with it. So I'm not at those practices. I don't go and rehearse my dances or anything like that. Shark, which plays the music, he tells me the day of the game, hey, you're going to do this dance or you're going to do this song. And I just go with the flow.
So what was the TikTok dance last night?
TikTok was some stupid viral video. I have no idea why.
You killed it though. You did.
I crushed it.
What was the song?
I crushed it, but I have no idea why it's viral.
It's like how many views?
It's like the fingers like
you put your hand up here and you're like
and then you go and you drop once and then you hit your hand like this 3 times and then you do another bump. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Okay,
but every video's got like 30 million views on it.
There's another one that's really popular on
Hey, Kyle, you gonna try it?
Yeah,
he's going to be in front of the mirror doing this dance.
I'm gonna try with your mom later. There's another TikTok trend right now going around that is I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. Have you seen that one, Vincent?
I saw that one. Unfortunately, I can't because I'd be lying.
Well, I think most of the girls that are doing it are lying.
Yeah, you got my joke, right?
I'm still waiting for a video where they try to prove it.
No, you know what? I don't think I need to do that on my platform just because of my audience. My audience is kids and parents.
Just bleep the word. Just change the word.
Yeah, baby. I ain't got no.
I don't have no glove on.
I like that. I ain't got no cup on. I ain't got no cup on.
That's perfect.
And
do it right now. Here you go. I ain't got no cup on. Okay.
I ain't got no cup on.
That's it.
Here we go.
There we go.
And exclusive. I ain't got no cup on. I ain't got no cup on. I ain't got no cup on the damn floor.
Throw some pecans at him. Throw some
How's
pecans
that?
at him.
There you go. There you go. Now you should actually. Now we're gonna get. We came up with something. You can do that for TikTok. Change it to I ain't got no cup on. Another viral video for the Savannah Bananas.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a genius.
I got a video of you right here, Vincent, doing something. I don't know if they want me to share it or not. It's on the TikTok.
Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah, go.
Let's see it.
All right.
Here we go.
That's the video I'm talking about. There's no music though.
Oh,
Whoa.
Well, you don't need. You're so good. You don't need music.
I don't know why it's not.
Oh, but then he breaks out into his own.
Oh,
This
wow.
is his own thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at those shoes. Check out those shoes.
Oh yeah.
Watch this. You ain't seen nothing yet. Hold on.
Oh,
hello.
That's what I'm talking about. The splits he does. Even the
The
Christmas.
Nutcracker.
I just don't get that.
I hate how there was no music on that because it's so. I hear it on my end, so y'all can
It's
hear the music.
incredible.
We can't hear it.
The
No.
music is great on it.
Lannis, you're being stingy with the music, brother.
That's all right. We'd probably get copyrighted by Facebook.
He's watching those copyright. Yeah, he don't want to get fined on those copyright.
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true.
That's right.
Well, I mean, it's, again, I'm just amazed by the splits. I'm sure you hear that all the time.
This split is amazing. I mean,
I appreciate it, guys. Y'all should see my worm. It's pretty incredible.
Well, now you say we're being family friendly.
Yeah, I call it bacon, frying bacon. But
sizzling on it.
Bacon.
Frying bacon.
The bacon.
Fried
I like
bacon.
crispy bacon, to be honest, but that works.
Yeah, yours would be a little rusty.
Now, Vincent, I meant to segue into this after Landis was putting his application to be a Savannah Banana. And now this is actually serious. And I don't know if he's interested in this, so I may be speaking out of turn. But at East Carolina University, we have a baseball player named Parker Bird, Division I baseball here, big time baseball.
Yep.
And he is the first ever Division I baseball player with a prosthetic leg.
I saw him.
Yes, I'm telling you his story. You know, he would have to be able to perform at the standards required by the Savannah Bananas, but he can perform by the standards required by the East Carolina Pirates. There has got to be a career for him in banana ball. I mean,
I 100% agree. I watched a couple of his videos. The one I did watch, Sarah showed me. He's talking about the Lord. He's got a Bible verse.
Absolutely.
He's telling about, and he's talking about persevering and getting past what you're going through. Absolutely, he has what it takes. That guy has more heart than most athletes in the world. He didn't let that tragic car accident get him down.
Boat accident.
Boat accident. So it's not, he lost something that's valuable that people say you can't do. You're never gonna play baseball again, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, he has what it takes. Absolutely, because he's got heart. And
that's right.
And I can tell he's a great person. If he's talking about God on social media, because he probably gets a lot of hate from that, if he's willing to stand up for God like that, then I guarantee you we would have a spot for him somewhere in banana ball.
Yeah, I'm just thinking his story and what he represents, how inspirational he could be,
and he graduates this year.
Exactly, and then just from the standpoint of uniqueness. I mean, let's be real about it. He is a one-leg baseball player, and I mean that's pretty friggin' awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. We had a gentleman 2 years ago. His name is Vinny DeRublis. He played right field for the Bananas. He was hit by a pitch and lost his eye. This has been 2 years ago, and phenomenal athlete, could still hit. Did something called the tornado catch, where he just spins and catches the ball behind his back, and he's doing this with one eye.
Wow.
Was that promoted that he only had one eye? Was that something the fans were aware of?
Yes. Oh, he wore a patch. Yeah, he wore a patch over his eye.
Gotcha.
So he's a Pirate too, absolutely.
Right there.
I got something else to shoot for you now, Vincent. Now, everybody now just think about this. Vincent, as an umpire, what have you been called most in your life when you screw up a call?
Blind.
There you go. I am legally blind, Vincent. 100%. Not BS legally blind. 100% legally blind, as in I can't drive legally blind. The world's first ever legally blind umpire. I'm just saying. Are you blind? Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I am blind.
Matter of fact, I am.
Kyle, have you ever umpired before?
No, I haven't. I just thought it was funny to say.
Well, it would be great. It would be great because I would be out there, you'd be out there, and we'd find somebody else, and they could play three blind mice.
There you go. I'd get a giant magnifying glass and look at the base real close.
Absolutely. Oh,
Kyle, you got a point there. You got a point.
Absolutely.
Let's get you a tryout.
All right, we'll do it.
You want to do home? You want to do behind home plate?
Yeah. I'll. You know what? Yeah, I'll call balls and strikes. That'll be perfect.
You're gonna have to get him a chair to sit in.
Yeah, I'm not squatting. You got that right. You got that right.
A lounge, a beach chair or something.
Yeah.
We'll call balls and strikes. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, what we do anyways, we guess, and we got 50 chance of getting it right.
That's right.
If it was more gimmicked, obviously the balls and strikes have to be called correctly if the baseball between the plates is real. But could you imagine just the comedy of that? A legally blind guy with a giant magnifying glass looking at home plate.
Yeah,
I would love it. No, actually, I think it'd be a great bit. We get you at a base, and you actually have the stick and the glasses.
I don't go that far. I don't need the stick. That would make it even funnier. I do have some friends that could do that, but
I think you should have a stick just for the stick. Just for the.
I'll do it. Get a dog. We can get a CNI dog and actually let him make the call.
Oh,
hey,
absolutely.
Vinny, this is crazy. Kyle and I were at a grandson and a nephew's baseball game where we're talking about. I'm legally blind in my right eye.
Oh Lord, it's just.
So he can be wrong or right anytime. I've got a 50-50 chance. If I close my eye and I like you, I can make the right call. If I close my other eye, you're gonna get the wrong call.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Well, I just found our third blind mice. I just found him.
I'm 50-50. You never know what you're gonna get. Kyle, you know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the wrong call.
Well, most likely. Most likely.
Oh, that'd be funny. You're out. Wait a minute. No, you're safe.
Wait a minute. We could dress up as mice. We could dress up as mice and we could be at third base, second base, walking around, bumping into people.
Vincent, how much of your time is spent with people pitching you ideas?
When you say pitching me ideas, what do you mean?
What exactly what's going on right now? Because I would imagine you probably hear it all the time.
No, I get asked for tickets all the time.
Really? Okay. I figured people had ideas for you and ideas for the bananas.
That was the next question.
No, we're asking to be on the payroll, Vinny.
That's even harder.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people we see comments like, "Hey, y'all should do this, or y'all should do that," or "Hey, umpire, you should stop missing so many calls." I get that. A lot of the party animals think I'm biased for the bananas, and I want the bananas to win, and that's furthest from the truth. I don't really care who wins as long as I get paid, and I'll prove it for you. I'll prove that I'm a non-biased umpire. Okay. I'm showing a little skin here. Hope this is okay.
But, yes, you guys have to see this. It's so great. Stan, let's go.
You get my gimbal right.
Drop it.
Oh.
Look, I just saw these yesterday.
Wow.
Look.
Oh.
Okay.
We have a Savannah Bananas tattoo.
So you don't favor them though. I don't know. You got the tattoo.
So that's my banana.
So when did you get the tattoo?
Oh, he's got party animal on the other side, huh?
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, he's not done yet.
Yeah, there's 4 more teams, right? 2 more teams.
He's not done.
Oh, check that out. That is hilarious.
Isn't that awesome?
And I got one more because we got 4 teams.
Still not done. And then he has to get 2 more in October. Look.
There you go.
Wow.
What?
That's cool.
Anybody says I'm a biased umpire, they've lost their mind.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
Now you gotta get a face tattoo with the banana right below your eye.
Yeah.
You're like Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll.
You get a banana, I guess it'd be more.
Instead of a teardrop, just be a little banana.
Yeah,
a little banana right here.
Like Mike Tyson.
How many? Instead of the M word, how many of you ejected? Just have that many bananas, just going down my face.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh man! All right, we got to take some. We got people that are wanting to chime in. So let's see. Johnny Robertson, our good friend JR, not only is Vinny the most accomplished dancer among umpires, but according to my research, he's way above average calling balls and strikes as well.
Wow, Johnny, thank you for that. I would love that research and where you found that at, and so I can show all these players my stat.
Justin is a umpire, by the way, Vinny. Truly, he wants to know: do you ever get a break from the plate? I'm sure he wants to fill in for Vinny. I don't know Justin. I don't think Justin can do the guys. What do you think about y'all? Know Justin? He doesn't have the dance moves. And
he can work at it. He can work at it. He's got a week in between games.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's easy to do the gritty.
There's some guy named, hey, Coach. There's some guy named Trey Hill that you might know.
Hey, Vinny, this is Trey Hill. It's going to try to do some things for you right here.
Oh yeah. Hey Trey.
He does custom.
So my favorite NFL, MLB stadium, the guys have been this year. Why? So is this? I'm going to go back from all of them.
Yeah.
My favorite stadium is Philadelphia Phillies. That's MLB. It was on my birthday last year, September 21st, and I had the stand singing "Happy Birthday" to me.
Oh wow!
When Shark told him, "Hey, the Dancing Umpire, it's his birthday, whatever," and that was a moment I'll never forget. I had a birthday party with 46,000 people.
Wow!
And at that time, that was the largest stadium we've been to. So to answer your question, Philadelphia overall experience any place is going to be Clemson. That place was magic. I can't find enough words to describe it. 81,000 people. And I don't know if you've ever been there or not, but the sound is so loud it doesn't leave.
I am a Clemson fan.
It stays in there, right? I mean, the noise stays in there. Dabo Swinney running down the hill.
Unbelievable.
The place erupted. I mean, I literally thought I was going to get an earplug. It was so loud, but the energy in that place, it was like no other.
Speaking of which, I'll just ask it this way, generically, so Paul won't kill me. But would you be open to doing more college stadiums? We actually have a podcast about a certain team, Brand X, I guess we can say right now. But would you guys be willing to open it up to more college stadiums next year? Nudge, nudge.
So, with us, and I'm speaking. This is not my expertise, so don't quote me on any of this. I'm the umpire. I call balls and strikes, safe and out, and I twerk. But I do know that in the way past, what we've done things is our new teams, like our firefighters and our tailgaters, they don't go and just start playing NFL stadiums. We play the minor league ballparks because we want to make sure we fill up the stands. Obviously,
right.
We don't want to say, okay, here's 46,000, fans. Y'all go play your first game ever in banana ball. Obviously, learning new trick plays and stuff, that's very difficult, and it takes lots of practice. So those new teams will play smaller venues, 10 to 13,000 people. I don't know what your stadium holds that you're referring to.
51,000.
That's a great stadium. That's a great stadium. So I would say it wouldn't be off the table.
Yeah, okay. And Greenville, North Carolina is like a baseball factory from Little League all the way up through college. It's a baseball town. I'm not just saying that.
No, I believe you. I believe you. The way your crowd was amazing. It was amazing. So let me ask you this: do you sell your tickets through Ticketmaster?
No. They would be sold through the university.
Okay. That would be something we'd have to work out because we have our own ticketing system.
Gotcha.
So what the stadium would get would be parking and concession.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
So we don't have fees. We don't have taxes. Everything we sell is fans first. There's no hidden fees. If you buy a ticket for $60, that's exactly what you pay. If you buy merch from the shop, if it's $35, that's exactly what you're going to pay. There's no be taxes or anything like that. So
you guys use Ticketmaster or do not use Ticketmaster?
We do not. We do not. We have our own ticket.
Then that probably would not be a problem. We do not use Ticketmaster.
No.
See, what you're saying is no bullshit fees, and I said it. You didn't, because Ticketmaster eats people alive.
Yeah.
As a frequent concert goer, let me tell you, Ticketmaster is the worst.
So can I interject? So when you go to the Savannah Bananas Stadium, it's what is it, Vinny? $35.
Yeah.
The tickets are $35, and you also get all you can eat food.
Yeah.
So you get drinks, chips, burgers, and chicken sandwiches, I think, and it's all you can eat.
Hot dogs, yeah,
hard is
anything.
hot dogs, yeah. So and it's $35.
And it was 20. I'll pay $50
Yeah,
to do that.
absolutely. And then you guys had a new one this year. It was like an outfield, like
Yeah, we have a drinking place. So
a drinking. It was like $40 all you could drink.
Oh,
yeah.
Now that's a pirate. That's a pirate ticket.
Kyle, you can't come to that, Kyle.
The jungle for that. We got the jungle and pick bananas out there.
Hold on.
All you can drink $40.
Kyle, we get you out there. You're really going to be legally blind.
If you got moonshine's normally the one that takes your sight away.
Well, I don't know how good our security is, but just put it in your pants. I can't tell you how big you are. Woo!
That's true. It's very true. So how hard is it to get a ticket now for the Bananas at $35, $40 a ticket?
That's hard.
How hard is
Super
it?
hard. There's over 3.5 million people on the waiting list.
Jesus Christ almighty.
So the way that I get my tickets is I join the K Club every year. So you have a K Club. You can pay, I think it was this year, I think it was $59 for the year. And you have first access. So but there's no guarantee that you'll get tickets. But you basically have to be ready to roll. And how many years you've been a part of K Club is where you have priority in your ticket sales. So if like people that have been there for years, they'll get it on this day. And then if you just signed up, you'll get like the latter part of the day before the tickets go on sale.
Yeah.
They only go on sale, what, like 2 or 3 months before the actual game, Vincent?
Yeah, 2 months from now.
Points for season tickets for
How many can you buy at one time?
You can buy 6 per stadium or per
show.
venue. Yeah.
Show.
And I don't remember if they put a cap on how many.
I don't believe there's a cap.
No,
yeah, there's no cap.
Nope.
So the main thing about that, you'll be in a club called the K Club. It'll be on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. And you
can trade tickets. You can sell tickets. You can, whatever you want to do. You can give your tickets away, but you can't sell them for more than you paid for them.
No. So if it's $35, that's all you can charge is $35. Yeah. People are like, how did you get there? Their tickets are $500. What are you, life savings? So I'm like, no, you're buying them aftermarket.
Right.
That's not.
But you got to watch out for it because there's scammers everywhere. I get messages all the time. Hey, what can I do? This person said on Facebook they were part of the Bananas. Their name was Sheila at the headquarters. I'm like, we don't have a Sheila that works there, man. No. Like, if you're taking a risk and buying a stuff, you're paying more first of all, and you have a big risk of scam.
Yeah.
If you're not following the Facebook page of the Savannah Bananas with over 1 million followers that's verified on TikTok, Instagram, then you're not following the right place. I saw one, I posted something earlier and shared it to a group, and there's 3 other groups came back. One of them had 85,000 followers. Well, guess what? It's a fake.
Wow.
It's not us.
Legitimate.
There's 85,000 people following that page, and they're getting scammed. They're going to get scammed with tickets. Somebody say, hey, I got tickets for sale. They're only $150, but this is access to meet the players, yada, 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 whatever they want to say. So be careful out there. If you are looking to get tickets, make sure you're getting them from someone you know. If they are trying to get rid of them, don't trust, because they have tickets out for future games. Well, guess what? Those are speculative tickets because nobody has tickets yet. Right. So those are called speculative tickets. Those are saying, hey, we're going to get tickets and we're going to sell them. Well, what they don't realize is we've cracked down on the way we're doing our tickets this year. So those people aren't getting tickets.
Okay.
So,
Benny, you got the thing about the umpire, Justin Butts, and he might have a little bit of a bromance. I don't know, but he says that get a Vinny tattoo.
Bro, I actually have a few people that I have my tattoo. Shout out to Pepe. She's got my signature, my autograph tattooed on her. Another lady has my autograph, but nobody has this. Wait, I'll take that back. I do have one person that has that logo tattooed on them, but I can send you another logo. I'll just show you. I'll just show you the face I want you to tattoo on you. Okay, it's gonna be like this right here. Take a screenshot.
Yeah, screenshot.
Vincent, you mentioned ladies having tattoos of you on them. Do you is there Vincent the Dancing Umpire groupies?
I'm sure it's called dadbod.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm his number one fan.
Yeah, but I am in a small community. I don't know if y'all have heard of the community, but I am in a small community. It's the BBB community, and I'm not talking about the Better Business Bureau. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the bald, headed, and buff community.
Hey, I'm with you, brother. Look at that.
So Coach Hill's there.
I'm there,
Brian,
man. Hey, there you go. There's your members.
Yeah.
Landis, you already got more brownie points, bro. I don't care if you do a backflip now. You got the bald head. Let's go.
I got the bald head, man. We can do it. We can do it.
Hey, AKA Mr. Clean right here, brother.
Hey,
well, people don't realize it's hard to be a bald-headed man. It takes more work than going to get a haircut.
That's it.
No doubt.
Johnny JR wants to know, do you have a college baseball team that you follow?
You know what? I live in Texas, so I've always been a Longhorn fan. They got beat out, unfortunately, because I'm going to the College World Series this year in a couple of weeks. So I'm disappointed that Texas is out. I'm a huge fan of Clemson now. Dabo Swinney,
there you go.
and their head coach for the baseball team. Dude, they welcomed us in like we were family. Dabo Swinney
saying that to these guys.
I've never been a Clemson fan, but now I know them. Like I've met them, I talked to them, and they're genuine, and their organization is top notch. Like what they have to go through, with Coach Dabo, and what he teaches these kids is not just about football; it's about life lessons. About being a good person, dude. That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how many solo tackles you had this year or how many touchdowns you scored. If you're a sucky teammate, you're not going to be on the team. And I'm like, let's go, brother, let's go. So. Clemson, and they're beat out too. So I have to go for Arkansas.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
sorry about that, guys, but I'm going for Arkansas this year.
Squad for sure.
Yeah. So that's right with Bakich being he actually was a Pirate, and Nick Schnabel.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they both.
That's amazing. Did not know that. Not know that, but he was bought in from day one. He's the reason we came to Clemson. He was amazing. Like he took his shirt off during the weigh-in.
Are you talking about Bakich or Dabo?
Bakich.
No, Bakich, the baseball coach.
Okay.
Yeah. We played at the baseball stadium last year.
Okay, got you.
And he took his shirt off for the weigh-in. Dude's jacked.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he bought in, so all his players bought in.
They're great family. I did baseball camp down there for 25 years with Jack Leggett. I'm sure you met Jack Leggett down there, one of the coaches, developmental. They're amazing, and I've been a Clemson fan for 25 years. And Dabo. I met Dabo a week before he was hired as the head football coach.
Justice says, "Bring him to Greenville."
Did a lion just roar?
Yes, that is our.
There's a Clemson.
That is our Lions getting ready to take off. Did y'all like that background?
Yeah.
We got surprises here.
Wendy Hindi says, if they came to Rowdy Dowdy, woo!
I love you, Wendy Hindi. That's my girl right there. That's my girl. Wendy Hindy's right. She's my girl too. Wendy Hindy's been my day one since I first started with Banana Ball.
Cool.
Well,
yeah, Greenville, North Carolina, Dowdy Fickle Stadium, East Carolina University. That's everybody's talking about that. Getting the
you would
Bananas
pack
there.
it.
You would pack
and it is a part. It is Greenville's unique in it is a family town, but it's also a party school. You got a lot of baseball fans, you got a lot of football fans, and you got a lot of people that like to party. It would be a fantastic atmosphere for Banana Ball. It would definitely sell out, but the atmosphere would be fantastic. And of course, that's not your decision. Just pass it along.
Yeah,
I can do that. Sound like a party animal headline.
Yep. Hey,
there she is, right here.
Coach Hill's, hey Vincent, Coach Hill's youngest son. I got a question. With Banana Ball, the world is now seeing a different side of baseball. What is your favorite rule that you think really engages the fans into each game?
Great question, dude. That's an awesome question. It's the fan caught foul ball.
Yeah, I was about to say that's going to be the answer.
I mean,
that is the best rule by far.
If a fan catches a foul ball, it's got to be a clean catch. We don't say that, but it can't be a bobble or hit off a net, or it has to be a clean caught ball. It can be in your hat. It can be, in a bag of popcorn or a bucket of popcorn, but it has to be clean. Dude, that can change a game.
Yeah.
That can change. I mean, it happened. It's happened.
All right.
It's changed the outcome of a game because a fan caught the ball.
JR,
So,
Dave asking about the mid-game snacks. It's a real thing.
Is he asking me? Is it a real thing?
Snacks.
Oh, 100%.
You get fed snacks.
Yes, I find snacks. Like
I fed you snacks.
Some of these stadiums I've been to, they got awesome food in there. Like they had sushi. I had sushi during the game. I've had a lobster roll.
Wow.
Actually, in Australia, they had sushi. I played in Australia for a year. They had sushi at the concession stand, but you saying that's the only other time I've even heard that.
Yeah, it was Atlanta, Georgia. It was Truist.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Dude was feeding me sushi in between innings, and I said, "Give me some of that wasabi, baby. Let's go. It's hot up in here."
Yeah, I love wasabi.
Hey, Landis, I have a question. Wes said, read a question from Facebook real quick. I don't know. Maybe he's having trouble.
I think Dave will have to see that.
Oh, well shoot it today.
Yeah,
was it a question from Wes? He just asked that.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably just one from Wes. Yeah, I think
That's the best part of umpire is the locker room food. LOL.
Man, they don't take care of me like that. I gotta go search and hunt. You know, you ever heard of the Pink Panther song? The Pink Panther. That's what I'm going like in their locker room trying to find their food and stuff.
Yeah.
Landis is our DJ. Maybe he can find that song.
I can get that song for you. I got you.
I ain't heard music the whole broadcast.
Yeah, he's supposed to be spinning on the ones and twos.
They got me on a short leash with that. I can't really let loose.
Well, let me ask you this question, Benny. If anyone wants to have the bananas, how far? One of the questions I want to ask: how far in advance do you have to? Do you put bids in? How do you go about application? How do you go about getting your stadium involved?
Yeah, great question. They're already working for next year. They have stadiums lined out for next year. I would email the Bananas. I don't know the exact email you would email because I know there's several people that work in that department, but go on their website, contact them, tell them you're interested. Jesse Cole put out a thing. There's been 150 cities interested in us playing there. But do that ASAP. I wouldn't wait.
You hear that, Paul?
I got it.
Yeah. Do it now, man. Like I said, there's been 150 cities reach out and say, hey, come play banana ball here. And this is why it'd be great. Obviously, we're going to do what makes most sense to us and also schedule wise. When we play these major league stadiums, we have to make sure those teams aren't home or they don't have another event going on. So there's a lot of scheduling that takes place. Obviously, logistics as far as where we're at in the country. Does it make sense to travel from this place to this place? You know, because those guys need a break too, you know.
Right.
Look at all those.
What do we got here?
Yeah, what we got here?
I just threw this up there. I threw up the schedule just because.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah.
And
Louisville, Washington, D.C.
You guys are going to be where next weekend?
I'll be in Cincinnati. The other guys will be in the other two teams will be in Grand Rapids.
And then you're back in Savannah, right?
No, I'll be in Richmond. I'll be in Richmond, Virginia. The Bananas will be at home.
Cool.
Oh, gotcha. So you're firefighters?
Yep, I'll be. There's two stops. Yeah, two stops. I'll be with the other teams instead of the Bananas. It'll be Richmond, Virginia, and Mississippi State.
Well,
awesome. I'm trying to find.
Hey, Benny, what's the craziest thing you have seen from a fan do or say or run out on the field or something crazy?
Well, you said run on the field, so I'm just going to go with that one. I was going to say the two different dads that caught foul balls for outs while holding kids. That was pretty crazy.
Right.
One caught it with a hand, one caught it with a hat over a rail, holding their baby. Happened at the same time.
That's
twice in one game. It's insane.
Oh, wow.
Twice in one game?
It's one game.
Gosh.
In the same
Yeah,
spot.
it's insane. It's insane. And they were both outs. Crazy. But you brought up something about somebody running across the field. Last year in Houston, this guy runs out. He's got a cowboy hat on. He's just in the outfield. Everybody thought it was part of the show. Our center fielder, DR Meadows, tackles him and acts like he ropes him and pulls the string before security gets there.
That's
That's hilarious.
Everybody thought it was a part of the script, and that was just a drunk guy that just ran on the field, wanted to get his 10 seconds of fame.
Well, he got to be part of the show.
I got one more question. Have you had anybody throw batteries on the field during the game?
No, man, I don't need no batteries. I'm the Energizer Bunny without batteries, baby. They call me Midget Magic Mike.
Look, Kyle threw a car battery out onto the field once in the 80s.
Kyle did?
Yeah.
Yeah. According to them, I throw batteries on the field. I don't know where this came from, but I don't.
Everybody's got to have their skill sets. I mean, it's pretty hard to throw a battery, and it's a little bit of a drop and everything. I mean,
Dave, don't worry, I got my skill set.
That's crazy.
I don't know where to go with that, Kyle. I don't know what kind of you threw a car battery onto a field.
Yeah,
no, I didn't. I didn't actually, Vincent. I did not. I don't know where this came from, why this has become a thing, but no, I didn't.
That's what they do in Cheyenne, North Carolina.
Well, excellent. I live nowhere near Cheyenne. Well, I do live kind of near Cheyenne, but that's not where I live.
What about? I haven't heard. Have y'all done in the past? Have you done a world tour, or would you do that?
Yeah, we're looking at going to other. Yeah, we're looking at going to other places. I don't know where the first place will be. I know that Japan has been to several of our games.
Yeah.
Obviously, Canada, Australia. We played Australian teams three different times.
I got one for you. We got another connection for you. And Paul knows where I'm going. I know they're part of our country, they're a territory, but you got to go to Puerto Rico, man.
I know the Godfather, Paco Francisco. I'm serious.
I love the name. I know you now, Coach Hill. So I know you're not making it up, but that sounds like a made up name.
I know. I just learned how to spell it tonight. I think I said it right.
Talking about
I had a spelling bee.
Talking about bananas going to other countries, I can just see it now with the money this particular country is spending. Get ready, get ready, Vincent. One of these days, you will be making the trip to Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah,
Saudi Arabia. It's coming. It's coming. They're going to throw some money y'all's way. I'd be willing to bet you
a huge amount.
They're doing that in soccer, aren't they? Did they?
Doing it in everything. They're doing it in everything. They own LIV. They own the LIV, the LIV Golf Tour that competes with PGA. They are buying multiple WWE events. They are spending. Saudi Arabia is spending. They're trying to get American tourists to come there. I think probably the history of beheadings is gonna prevent that, but they are spending money left and right to try to get American tourists over there.
Well, as long as it's an indoor facility, I don't really want to play in 120-degree weather.
Well, you know what? If the WWE superstars can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, all gold floors and marble everything. I mean, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And some of those average wrestlers are making like $1 million, like just big amounts.
Hey, Benny, how cool would it be at home plate and you got a pyramid behind you calling a game?
Yeah,
that's Egypt. That's Egypt. Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's Egypt. I know.
He didn't know that.
Yeah, I did.
No, what he meant was a sand pyramid.
There you go. Thank you. On a beach.
He's talking about gold pyramid, I guess. A palace.
Is there a country that you would be interested in going in? Like you're like, dude, I'm locked in. Or do you? I mean, is there?
Yeah, I'd really like to go to Australia. I've always wanted to see a Joey kangaroo.
Yeah, man, they're all filled. I was in Cairns for a year, in Brisbane. I played over there in their two leagues, and there would be, kangaroos and wallabies. They'll just lay down. They lay down like on their side, like they're lounging. So they would just be lounging on the field.
I heard you got to watch when you're driving. Like you can hit them and stuff.
Yeah, they're like deer. They're like deer over here, except they just flock across the road. Yeah, but
crazy.
It's kind of like deer. Yeah.
Kangaroos are kind of punks. They try to drown dogs sometimes. I don't like them.
Yeah, some of them are really big. Now I didn't see them. We were more the wallaby guys, where they were like 3 foot. But they'll and it's funny because if you ride your bike past them, like I rode a bike down the field every day, they'll start boxing each other in front of you, just trying to intimidate you.
Yeah, they're punks.
Vinny, that's your next adventure. fox, a wallaby, or a kangaroo?
I think
Come on, baby. Set that thing up.
Yeah.
Set that up. Let's make some money on that event. Let's go.
I mean,
Oh, by the way, Vinny, that promo video did for us. I got to know, as a kid, I'm from the 80s, and I got to know, where did you get the Hawaii? I wore this for you, by the way, Hawaiian shirt, because I want to have fun tonight. But the Big League Chew Hawaiian shirt, where did you get that from?
Yes, it's from Roosevelt's, RSVLTS.
That was really cool.
Oh, man, they got some awesome merch. They have for everything from Disney to Star Wars. They have everything you can imagine, and the material is awesome for especially a bigger guy like me. It's stretchy material, real soft. So I'm a big fan of Roosevelt's. Also, Baseballism.
Yes.
If you never shopped at Baseballism, type in Umpire 15 at checkout. You get 15% off your order.
Yeah, we have that. Atlantis.
I'll go ahead and put that up right here.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah,
that's it.
So go
That's
ahead.
it.
And then, so what was your plug on that? What'd you say again?
Umpire Baseballism is Umpire 15.
Gotcha.
Oh,
And,
by the way, next Sunday, in case you did not know, is Father's Day, Vinny, and I know that we have up here one of our banners. Let's see if I can put my hands on it. Oh, you got the Dancing Umpire stuff there, and also I want to make sure our fans know, if you're looking for a great gift, book Vinny on Cameo, right, Vinny?
That's right. Yeah, you can get me on Cameo. I can do a shout out video to your dad or your husband or your stepdaddy.
Your daddy.
Yeah, your daddy.
Vinny, what about
Your daddy.
Hey, Paul, I was saying, what about your baby daddy?
Your baby daddy?
All your baby daddies, yeah.
Yeah, sugar daddy. Yeah.
That's it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, did you
Mac daddy.
Mac.
Daddy Mac.
Blind daddy.
Mac. Good blind daddy.
All the daddies.
That's cool. You got a lot of great merch there, Vinny.
Yeah, you really
Thank you, man. So,
It's so great. I should have worn it, but it was dirty. I have a shirt and it's fantastic.
I'm definitely going
to wear right here. Right? Isn't that what you got on?
yeah, so everything's made by
That's the hat
Smitty.
he's wearing.
Smitty's official. They do all the college umpires. They do NFL referees. They make all the stuff. So all the uniforms you see for the pros, Smitty's, that's who makes my my apparel. So it's very good quality. They do an amazing job. If you do get a jersey, that's the longest thing to manufacture because they actually take the sewing and send it somewhere else. But everything else is made in house.
really nice.
But yeah, the back's pretty cool. It's got a big logo.
Oh, there you go.
If Justin's still in there, he can get that tattoo. What was that?
Did you come up with the logo?
I did. Yeah. I've had that logo 4 years now.
Nice.
Justin,
very cool.
Hey, Justin, there's your tattoo right there. The Dancing
Yeah, I
Umpire.
was gonna say, Justin, you can do that tattoo. Nobody has that. That should cover your whole back.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Look, if he gets that tattoo, do you guarantee him able to dance like you?
No.
Well, Justin,
Hey, but I will give him lessons for free 99.
Okay.
$3.99.
Free 99. That's great.
Thank you, Vinny.
that's some cool stuff. So, Vinny, we appreciate you coming on tonight. I know we didn't expect you to be on this long with us, but
No, this is a lot of fun. Y'all want to go another hour, or we're going to get off now?
Hey,
Good.
Let's go.
we got bananas here,
he
brother.
he had a 5 a.m. flight this morning. I don't know how you have the
Yeah.
energy that you have.
Y'all are my kind of people, man. Y'all are fun. You're down to earth. I love y'all, man. This is awesome.
He's going to come visit. We're going to have fun.
oh, by the way, before we let you go, you've got to come to a football game, and we'll take very good care of you, or a baseball game. Clark Eclair, you've got to
In the
see
jungle.
here in the jungle. And let me tell you something. Our friends out in the jungle, in left field, they cook. They will do you extremely.
Oh,
They
you
cook.
said cook.
Hey,
I'm
can
there,
you
man.
imagine?
Josh,
Can you imagine Vinny shooting the cannon off
yes,
over in left field?
our friend Waylon Summerlin does the cannon every time we score a run. boom. So you can definitely do it.
Y'all shoot a cannon off every time you score a run in baseball?
Yes, sir.
Every single time.
Loud.
Man, y'all like bananas anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to come to the jungle, buddy. Come to the jungle.
Josh Thomas is one of our friends. And
Hey, Josh.
He's one of the guys that cooks out there in left field, like I was telling you about.
Okay.
We'll take care of you. Tickets, the whole 9 yards for you.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. That sounds awesome, man.
And Vinny, if you hang out with Josh, you too can drink yourself blind.
Hey, one thing before you go, another thing I got is my company's I have a pecan farm called Billy's Nut House Candy Company. So
okay.
Billy was my granddad. He started it. It's called Billy's Nut House. Him and my dad started it, and I run it now. And so I need to know where to send some to you, so you can try some of our pecans. We use all fresh Eastern North Carolina pecans. We use Ghirardelli chocolate and vanilla on it.
That sounds great, man. That sounds great. My diabetes is gonna thank you.
Yeah.
John likes to tell them what he cooks out there. They have they have like sausage stuff out there, guys.
Oh, let's see
everything.
Let me see that. Blow one of those pictures up.
All right. This is our best seller right here, cinnamon roll. Right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is our thing right here, and we use all fresh pecans.
Okay.
Bleached out. Nothing against Georgia, but we don't use any Georgia. Everything we use is from our farm or from local farms around here. So
that's awesome. I'll get you my address when we get off here.
Okay.
And
I'll send you a little care package.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Man,
Vinny, I think your address is 123 Mockingbird Lane, right?
No, that was my prison name.
Oh, okay. You like to show the Munsters. Remember the Munsters back in the day? That was their address. So no, that's full address. We got some people out there a little crazy. They probably would try to find Vinny in 123 Mockingbird Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. That'll be off camera. We can talk about what I see and what I hear.
Wow.
Guys, do you have anything where we'll wrap things up?
Hey, just appreciate your time, brother.
You're awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
I'm glad you and Sarah connected. This has been a lot of fun, man. I'm serious. I go another 50 minutes if y'all wanted to. I know y'all got to get y'all old asses in bed, so I'll let y'all go.
Look, somebody partied all weekend with the bananas and the party animals. I'm tired.
Hey, look,
hang with y'all.
Look, there's something about those lights when it comes on. It makes it all worth it.
You see right behind me this the picture we took where the screenshot. That's the jungle right there, and that's more left field where we're talking about where lots of you can stand out
there. Biddy. You're gonna come. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, Dave, we've got a special guest that's been waiting patiently out here. Benny's biggest fan, and I've got to get her on here. I'll let her mom introduce her.
Okay.
All right.
Come here. You can tell him hi. Look. Say hey.
Hey, there she is. What's up, Alina? How are you?
She's been waiting patiently for you.
Well, she's awesome. She's a good case. She's a catcher.
Oh, really?
So, umpires and catchers, special relationship. She's got to take care of me. I got to take care of her. And always, if any catchers are out there listening, you can show up and umpire if you want to. Just remember, you got to take it at bat too.
Exactly.
That's true.
Just remember that.
No doubt.
Awesome. This has been a lot of fun. Benny, thank you so much for coming on. I love Savannah, the Bananas, and obviously we love it even more. And we would, like I said, hopefully we can work it out at some point to have the Bananas at Dowdy Ficklin. I'm telling you, I even thought about the sight lines, where would home plate be, and I was thinking about that this morning getting ready. And
absolutely.
50. I'll put it on record right now. I'll go and say if you guys put the tickets out there, let's say if it was next year, the year after, you'll do 2 shows.
Hey,
That's awesome.
Dave, why couldn't we do a mock sale of tickets and just see?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that's legal or not.
A mock's a little different though, because that's just like saying, "Hey, I'll come."
Exactly.
But if it's free,
right?
But do this. Give everybody my cash out.
Yeah.
And tell them to send $60 to me, and we'll figure out how many people really want to come.
We'll send it back.
I'll send it back. Hey, can I say one more thing before we get off here?
Absolutely, Benny.
We played 2 games in Charlotte. The first game we played was a free game. Okay, what I mean by that, we screwed up. The organization screwed up. We were supposed to send 4,500 tickets out to people that wanted to come to Savannah to watch the game. 4,500. They sent out 45,000.
Oh my God!
Wow!
So what we did, what Jesse, the owner, did, and Jared, the president. How do we make this right? Of course, we got to send a thank you or apologize message and say we're so sorry we screwed up, but that's not enough. So what they did, they offered every person that got that email an opportunity to come to any game they want to for free. Well, just so happened, Charlotte had 50,000 people say, I want to go there.
Wow.
So what they did, they sent another email out after everybody got their tickets, and they said, hey, if you're not going to come, sell those tickets back to us and we'll pay you for whatever it's worth. So mind you, they didn't pay for any tickets.
Right.
Wow.
But we paid people. We paid over 5,000 people tickets back because they wasn't going to be able to make it. We lost between $6,000 to $7,000 this weekend. I'm sorry, not just this weekend, but overall, because that's how much we love our fans. And it doesn't make business sense. Business wise, that makes no sense at all. Like, hey, normally you're not even going to get an apology if someone screws up.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you may get an apology, but they're not going to pay you to not come.
Right.
If that makes sense. If you're not going to come. So that's the organization I work for.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome. And it
That's
actually
the
makes a
fans
lot
first.
It actually makes a lot of business sense. It just doesn't make traditional business sense.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you treat people the way you want to be treated, life will be a better place.
Yep.
And we're not looking for short-term fans. We're looking for long-term fans. We're looking for people that's going to be with us for years and years and years. And that's the reason we do what we do. And all the ideas we come up with is for the fans. It's not for us. It's for those people in the stands that can enjoy, get away, break the monotony of the everyday 40-hour work week, the stresses of bills, the stresses of marriage, the stresses of life in general. You come out there for 5 or 6 hours and you don't worry about anything except for how much fun you're going to have.
No
Benny,
doubt.
that's called generation fans right there.
Yep.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
Generation
right.
fans.
They're never going to just like with any other fan base. I probably shouldn't ask my daughter what her favorite baseball team is. I don't think she would say ECU. She probably would say Savannah Bananas, and it became because of the fact, like I said at the beginning of the show, she started watching you guys on YouTube and begging me, and I was like, Savannah Bananas, they're a team. I know that team, the Coastal Plain League, and then I was like, oh, they've switched over and all that. So I can't wait. She's going to be very jealous, but hopefully next year or sometime soon we'll get her to a game. So,
How old is she?
She's 11.
11. That's perfect. Hey, send me a message. I'll send her a video.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I'll do a video for her.
Thank you so much, Benny. I appreciate it.
Yeah, guys, thank y'all for having me on. Hey, Coach Hill, thank you so much for reaching out.
Thank you, brother.
It's been a blast. Let's do it again, okay?
Hey, you're the best, man. Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right.
See you later.
Y'all have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. That was so much fun.
That was amazing.
Wow.
Hey, this lady made it happen.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
He's awesome. He's top tier. He's one of the most kind, generous, awesome people I've ever met in my life. And we met at a game randomly. We decided last night that we've known each other for 3 years. And I took my daughter, she's also 11, took her to a game. And so when you're in a smaller stadium, they're a little more intimate. So when you've got 70,000 people in a stadium, it's really hard to be fans first. But they do everything they can. They really go above and beyond. My daughter was in the lobby at 1 o'clock in the morning last night, and the guys lined up and autographed her stuff and her best friend's stuff 1 o'clock in the morning because they were standing out there with stuff. And I mean, they're just incredible people. But so we were at a game, Durham, North Carolina. That was our first game. And
right, Durham Bulls.
It was great. Yeah, it was the Bulls Stadium, fantastic. And we had never been to a game, so we didn't really realize that after the game they go out and sign autographs. So we were walking out and we realized what was happening. So my daughter went around and they have yellow baseballs. So their baseballs are yellow. Yeah. So I bought her a baseball and they started signing all the baseballs and she was like, I want the umpires to sign my baseball. So they were all out there and he was like, friend me on Instagram, tell me you friended me and I'll message you back. And I'm like, okay. And he did. So I sent him a message, told him thank you for, being kind to my daughter. And he realized, he was like, wait a minute, you're a massage therapist? He's like, let's keep in touch. Legitimately, that's how we met. So fast forward to a year later, we went to another game also at the Bull Stadium. Yeah. Went there. I had my niece with me. And so if you're a K Club member, you have a different access. So you get in just a little bit earlier. So you have VIB, which is very important, Banana. You get in before anybody else. And you get to go out on the field. They do autographs. It's very intimate. I think it's about $100 a person. But you get the full experience. If you have got girls that want to do TikToks, they'll do TikToks and whatever. So then you have K Club. K Club, you pay, I think it's about $59 a year, and you get first access. So that's what I did. I won the lottery for that. And once you get in, you just don't get out, because if you do, then you lose your place. So I did that. And so we had tickets, and we were in the line for K Club. And I took my daughter around, and they were doing all the VIB out on the field. And he was out there signing stuff, and I'm sitting there, and there's hundreds of people around me. And he points at me, and he's like, hey, I need a massage later. I was like, oh my, out of hundreds of people, he picked me out in a crowd and knew exactly who I was. Wow. And then afterwards, he met my whole family. He took pictures and everything. Top tier, stellar. But he's amazing, but everybody is that way. I mean, everybody just takes time. And there's a couple of guys from North Carolina, but there's one that they're brothers, and they're both on the firefighters team. Noah Bridges and Zach Bridges, and they're from where are they from, Alina? Johnston County. They're from somewhere in Johnston County. But I mean, he signs the balls and everything, and he says, "See you in heaven." And he always puts Bible verses on all of the things that he signs, and he tells everybody when he leaves, "See you in heaven." I mean, he's just an incredible guy. But every single person that you meet on the Bananas, Party Animals, firefighters, Texas tailgaters, whatever, they're all just stand-up, superb people. So, I mean, and then they have Bananas Foster. I mean, everything is just fans first. They're incredible. I mean, it's role models that you want your kids to have, I mean, they have fun, they're laid back, but just awesome. Couldn't ask for anything any better, for sure. But that's how we met at a game. And we've been friends for 3 years.
Awesome.
Thank you for putting it together, because it's been a great going on.
Oh, it's so fun. He's so great. I think it was awesome.
Yeah, and hopefully we get some more Bananas on. That will be a lot of fun, and maybe we can get our ultimate goal. And we got some more stuff. Paul, I know that he and I have been talking the last few days about different ideas he and I have. We're like, he'll say one thing, and then I'll say another, and then we just bounce ideas off. And then
she's got something else to tell you guys. Listen to this.
So everything should work out. He is free. Hopefully we'll have him at the Hills Champion in December, and he'll come and be a part of that. So right now his schedule's free, and I told him to pencil it in. So.
Oh, yeah.
That is really cool. Can't wait.
So
maybe
everybody on board will bust that wide open with Sarah's help and Benny's, and make it a sellout crowd.
It'll be great.
No, it'd be great. It'd be great. Awesome. Kyle, do you have anything before we get out of here, bro?
I was we had quite a bit of news to get to, but we're kind of late in the show to do that. So maybe we'll just release, we'll touch base back on that next week, or just release a post to itself on our social medias. Too much to get into at this point.
That's true. And by the way, Coach and Sarah, thank you for being live from Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, thank you,
Thanks
Brand.
for letting me be a guest.
Yeah, this is our first podcast ever.
Never
I thought
done
you did
one.
great.
Great job.
And our better halves are sitting right here, and they are gracious and allowing us to be with you guys. So thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out
to Breakers for sure. Great food.
The party's just beginning. Can you hear it in the background?
Yeah,
I can.
It's getting louder.
Hey, we're going bananas. We're going bananas here.
Oh my gosh. You've been waiting all show for that for sure.
I have.
No.
All right. Thank you, Sarah, again for making that happen. And like I said, maybe we can get into some more banana stuff. And Landis, my brother, appreciate you helping out.
Yep.
Learning producing tonight and your national. Kyle from LaGrange, thank you for being you. And we'll get out of here. Hope everybody will have a great week. Hang in there. And as always, we'll get out here and say, go Pirates.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.